Do you know who you are? Who you were divinely created to be? Or do you believe your programming? I have been praying to know who God created me to be for several years. And my journey is not anybody else's journey. And it's not one I ever thought I would be on. And this morning, the things that are coming from my meditation and prayer, and then as I worked out, is almost blowing my mind. Our programming starts at conception with our DNA from our mother and our father being combined. In that DNA, studies are now showing that there are emotions, beliefs, and programs, not just for our physical body, but for our emotional and our mental body. Now, I'm not a doctor. I am a student. I am certified in essential oil coaching, certified as an emotion code, belief code, and body code practitioner. And I am working on my bachelor's in human and family services. And my programming was that I was dyslexic. What did that mean? It meant for me, I wasn't as smart as everyone else. That education and learning was hard. That I was too loud, too much. The programming is what I lived from for many years of my life. Now, fast forward sometime after 2005, I was working for Two Little Hands Productions, Azevedo Studios, and they sent me to Landmark Education. First time I'd ever done a self-help or an educational thing on personal development. During one of those courses, because I went through and did the various levels of that training, and I can't even remember what it's called. Grateful for the lessons that I learned while I was taking those courses. And one of the people that I was in the advanced course with, I think it was like, I don't know, you had to create a project, so I can't remember. But anyways, one of the people in my group introduced me to Remembering Wholeness by Carol Tuttle. This was my first introduction to the spiritual side of who we were divinely created by God, and that this life is for us to remember who we were divinely created to be. Okay, I loved what I learned, but I still didn't know how that applied to me. And guys, I am just going raw as some of these things are coming to me, so I hope it makes sense. I'm going to research it more. I'm going to dive deeper so I can help more people understand. 2018, doTERRA Leadership introduces Strength Finders and the Gallup's Strengths Report, but they only focused on our top 5. Great, learned what I could from reading the book. Didn't know how it really applied to me. Great learning, right? What am I learning from all this? I can learn. My programming was wrong. I'm not stupid. My brain works different, and that's okay. Fast forward 2021, 2022, Rene Brummett introduces me to the work of Eddie Villa and unleashing your strengths. And I attend a workshop with Eddie, and Rene was there. Rene was going through Eddie's certification program to become a certified Eddie Villa Unleash Your Strengths coach. I learned a little bit more about who I was divinely created to be. And I started understanding more about my strengths report and why I do what I do. Continued to learn from Eddie and Rene. Gratefully, Eddie offered a lifetime membership, and I took advantage of that. And I joined his roundtables that he was doing. And guys, Eddie is super generous and has offered his research and his knowledge and the time he spent to study and learn for relatively inexpensive. If you want a link to Eddie's courses, let me know. I'll get you that. I am an affiliate for him because I love his work and I'm grateful for that work. Fast forward to last year. And Rene meets Ray Higdon on more of a personal level at Eddie Villa's Unleash Your Strengths workshop. And then goes with a group of Faithfully Unleash Your Strengths. Eddie Villa's coaches, I believe. I could be remembering that wrong. That's okay. To Faith Over Fear, where Rene is told she needs to write a book about faithfully unleashing your strengths. In my time with working with Rene as my Unleash Your Strengths coach, she says, I think you've had a lot of life changes and you need to retake your test. So in August, I retook my test. And as I got different pieces of Faithfully Unleash Your Strengths, as Rene was polishing it with God and reworking and rewriting, as she became a Gallup Strengths coach, and I continued to learn more from her. And as I'm using the Faithfully Unleash Your Strengths book and the Unleash Your Strengths book with my new report. Oh, wrong paper. See, when you're going raw, you sometimes grab the wrong thing. My new report I took in August feels more authentic to me. Feels less of the programming of who I thought I was supposed to be for everyone else. And an understanding who God divinely created me to be. My programming was faulty. And I acknowledge my programming came from people who were doing the best that they knew how with the programming that they came with. We can change our programming. We can continually learn, find good mentors, Find people who are becoming what you want to become. I've earned my associate's degree. I don't have it in the mail yet. As soon as I have it in the mail, I will post it and share. I didn't think I could learn. I thought I was stupid. But what I am, I'm a continual learner. And next, I am going to be researching more about programming versus our divine nature. Do you want to know more? Message me. I know that commenting is hard for people when they don't want everyone to know. I get it. So message me. Reach out. Choose your divine nature over your programming.